Maslow's hierarchy of needs, how we block and how we heal. I have been exploring in my last few videos about Maslow's hierarchy of needs and how these are foundational in our healing. This video builds upon that, and it is a script that I wrote, but I hope you'll stay tuned because this is really important information in your healing journey. Every human soul is born with sacred needs, physical, emotional, and spiritual. Psychologist Abraham Maslow called this the hierarchy of needs. It shows us how we grow from survival to belonging to the realization of our divine potential. But what's often forgotten is that these needs are interconnected. When we deny them in ourselves or others, we interrupt that flow of life. These needs are foundations for existence for everyone. When someone is hungry, unhoused, or exhausted, their nervous system stays in survival mode. No one can meditate their way out of starvation. We prevent these needs when we ignore poverty, exploit labor, or look away from suffering because it feels uncomfortable, or when we label some as worthy and others as unworthy. We heal this level when we share, advocate, and create systems where everyone has enough. Safety is not a privilege. It is a right of every human being. We prevent this need when we allow violence, discrimination, or fear-based control to shape our families or our societies. When people live in fear of abuse, war, hunger, housing, instability, their nervous systems cannot rest in love. They literally cannot work their way out of their poverty, out of their instability, out of their unhousedness. We must meet this need by creating safe spaces, emotionally, physically, socially, where everyone is free to exist without threat. Once our bodies are safe, our hearts awaken to their next hunger, connection. We block this need when we exclude others, shame them for who they are, or build walls of judgment, superiority, or indifference. Belonging is actually medicine. Healing happens when we listen deeply, love inclusively, and make room for difference with unity. Esteem is not ego. It is the recognition of inherent worth. We prevent this need when we demean, control, or silence others, when we take away their agency or fail to see their gifts. We heal when we lift others up, honor their voice, and remind them of their own divine worth. True esteem doesn't inflate the ego, it liberates the soul. It allows diversity, because diversity truly is sacred. This is the blossoming of the soul. When all our needs are supported, a person begins to express their divine essence, their unique light in service to life itself. We prevent this when we crush curiosity, restrict education, or create conditions where survival leaves no room for dreaming. We nurture it when we give people the freedom to grow, create, and become who they were born to be. Maslow later added this final level, the point where the self expands beyond the personal into oneness with all of life. We block transcendence when we cling to separation, when we see us versus them, worthy and unworthy, female, male, black, white. Instead of the shared breath of the divine in every piece of creation. When we awaken through compassion, through justice, through love embodied in action, we create peace for all. Maslow's pyramid is not a ladder to climb alone. It is a collective map of humanity's healing. When we keep others from meeting their basic needs, we are not just withholding resources, we are withholding love. But every act of kindness, fairness, and compassion moves us closer to the truth. That spirituality is not about rising above one another or rising above our humanity. It is about lifting one another together so that we all thrive. If you resonated with this message, I hope you'll consider reading my book, The Divine Within, Healing Ourselves to Heal the World, which is a step-by-step path of how you can heal yourself and thereby help contribute to healing the world. And if this message did not resonate with you, you really should read my book, The Divine Within, Healing Ourselves to Heal the World, so you can understand how your own hate, your own anger, your own belief systems that others are unworthy is actually a reflection of a wound within yourself that you feel unworthy. Because we only try to prevent others from having their basic needs met when we ourselves experienced our own separation from the love that we are. I'm sending you all such deep love and appreciation for who you are, no matter where you are on your healing journey, whether you are embracing the message of compassion or whether you are embracing the message of hate. Know that you are loved. Know that it is time for you to take responsibility to heal yourself, so that together we all can thrive.